All right, Howard from Maxspect back again, this time talking about the Maxspect tank. Not yet released in the United States, but hopefully somewhere in the near future.
Right.
There are like 11 different things that we thought maybe we'd share with you about that tank, starting with the weir. All right, so Howard, there's what I guess I'd call a hot swappable weir.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, basically some customer like to have their water outlet, going from the side, but some of them may want to go it from the front. So this is the modular weir where you can, you can easily pop it off and just switch it whatever you want.
Look at that.
Yeah, just like that.
So now I can pop this thing in and water can now go out the front, depending on where I might want my return water in, and then I can, just pop the weir in the other side. I have never seen that in a tank before.
Yeah, because we listen to the customers and what they want, and this is one of the most frequently requested item.
All right, inside the overflow, there's another surprise.
Yeah. Well, one of the other, pain points that we are facing is that it's difficult to adjust the water level, and we actually moved the adjustment valve right here inside the overflow box. So you don't really have to, crouch down and then check the water level and do it like repeatedly. Instead, you can just, adjust the water level right here, and then you can see the water level go up or down.
Yeah, convenience. I have done that, where you have the valve or gate valve on below, twist a little bit, come up and check, twist, come and check. Instead, to have it right where the water level I can see too, and right in there where I can reach it is absolutely where I would like it. So, nice little unique feature. All right, next, this tank actually comes with its own flow solution as well.
Yeah, we have actually included jump gyres in the tank. And what's more is that, the regular jump gyre, there's no link-up options, right? So you have one controller per pump. But in this integrated solution, we actually control both pumps in the integrated controller. So one app, you can control both pumps.
That's one of the cool things, though. The jump gyre has the best value of all of the gyres out there, but they don't actually talk to each other unless you buy it with the whole tank system that has that integrated controller.
Right.
Next, because all the gear comes from a single place, there's a unique opportunity.
Yeah, we actually integrated everything, all the controls into one single controller, so you don't have to, play around with like 4 to 5 different controllers, like the return pump, the gyre pump, the skimmers. Everything is controlled right here on this, panel. We'll show you something else real cool in a second, but yeah, you can plug in all of your lights. You can plug in both your power heads as well as the return pump that comes with it, and all of it controllable from one single interface and the app. And the app, yes.
All right, having the one interface actually creates a whole nother opportunity. What is it?
Well, basically we have, everything is powered by just 2 power bricks. So instead of having to use 4 or 5, different power bricks, we just use 2 of them. And there's a reason why we use 2, not 1 though, is that we want to have redundancy. In case, one of the bricks fail, then you still have the other one to power the, skimmers and the filtration and the return pump while you get the other one replaced.
Yeah, so most of the time I would have had 3 power bricks for all of my 3 lights. I would add 2 more power bricks for both of the return pumps. I would add another one for the return pump. There's just like
and the
rows.
skimmer too.
Another one for the skimmer. Yeah. Rows and rows and rows of this power bricks. Now you can see in here there's all these little ports for them, and you can just plug them all in with only 2 power bricks there. And like you said, redundancy. If one goes down, I can just take the lights off. And also there's like an acrylic cover here that covers everything up. So you know what? Clean is synonymous with safe.
Yes.
Next is the 100% PVC design, and I call it a fluid design.
Yeah, it is. If you look at it, the water is going to come down here through the filter socks, and then it's going to go to the skimmer chamber. And then next, we have a refrigerant chamber, or you can use it to put your reactors. And then it's going to go back there, and it's going to be returned back to your main tank.
So one thing I'd note here is, you might think this is polycarbonate or acrylic or whatever. It's actually clear PVC and PVC because these 2 things weld together well. A lot of times you see shortcuts here. this is the best way to do it
Yes.
to make sure it's structurally sound. And I'll just say from a filtration perspective, I'm pulling out the huge particles. I'm pulling out, the proteins and dissolved organics. And then the nitrate and phosphate as it's down here. And then I'm pumping it back up to the tank. Nice fluid design. All right, next, we don't have it in here quite yet, but there's a surprise coming down the road.
Yeah, we have ATO and the reservoir designed just for the sump, right? It was going to sit on top of this refrigerant chamber, so it's not going to take up any of the space on the sump.
Yeah, that's a cool thing, man, because like under the sumps, we have a limited amount of space.
Yes.
I don't want an ATL reservoir sitting next to my tank.
Nope.
So the fact that you can use this vertical space here to house the ATL reservoir is another really cool feature. All right, because it's an integrated system, it also comes with a skimmer.
Yes, we are using the jump skimmer, SK400 for certain sizes, and the SK800 for the bigger tanks.
Yeah, a couple of cool features on here. It has the float switch on the top, so when it gets full, it will just turn off instead of spraying all water all over the place.
Yeah.
And then it has 2 ports because you're using that duo pump down there. So more foam and the DC controllability of it.
Yes.
And then you have this kind of nice knob here that does controlling it up and down.
Yep, the water level within the skimmer. Yes.
Yeah, so also PVC design in this case. So real cool skimmer as well. All right, hidden behind the skimmer here in the next chamber is the what?
Turbine dual return pump. You can see here, it actually has 2 return pipe, so we design the plumbing specifically to use with the turbine dual pump. So you can see we have 2 return lines going back up into the main tank, and then it goes out from both sides.
So most tanks out there will try to split it. In
Yeah.
case most of the time one of them barely does anything.
Yeah, I mean, when you split it, you're going to lose a lot of the flow.
Yeah. So in this case, we're using 1 motor, and it's going to feed both of the returns, fairly equally. And just a really cool, different solution from Maxspect. All right, it wouldn't be a complete system unless it came with what?
LED lights. So we are using the jump LED lights on it, and it comes again controlled by the single app, cloud enabled, so you can remote control your light anywhere you are.
I think there are a lot of people that like just kind of buying everything from one brand that all is kind of designed to work with each other in one app.
One app.
Control center here with only 2 power bricks, safe, integrated, designed to work to each other. As to how many lights, that kind of depends on how big you're going to get the tank, because it comes in different sizes as well.
Yeah, comes in 2 foot, 3 foot, 4 and 5 foot tanks.
Yeah, so you'll have a whole bunch of different sizes. This thing coming to North America fairly soon.
Fairly soon, hopefully within the 3rd quarter this year.
All right, we'll hold you to that.